everybody, welcome back to the studio. Here's another unboxing I've really been looking forward to. As many of you know, in about 3 weeks here in the gaming hall, Zach and I are going to be doing Hail Caesar. Now, I have one player committed. Outside of Zach and I, we're like the core players. I've got some stuff. He's bringing his stuff. He's building a lot of stuff. And I got openings for a couple more players. So get on over to my Facebook group. If you've already been on there and you're interested in playing, get on the chat. And I'll let you know as we get closer to the date. Now, I'm going to show you this kit. I'm going to start with one, and I want to see how powerful it is on the board. But I could get more because it is elephants, war elephants. Now this says Macedonian, but we can model these as Romans. There is a double elephant kit for Romans. I can't find it anywhere, and I didn't want to wait for it to come from the UK. I could get it from Warlord Games directly through my PayPal payment, which I don't use my debit or credit card on any overseas purchases, guys, because they can lock up your card as a fraudulent purchase. Your bank, it'll set off red flags if you don't call them first. Talked about that in other videos, but Warlord offers PayPal now. That is a secure way to get stuff overseas, and your cards won't get locked up, which can be a real drag. But the problem is it wasn't going to get here until April, right? So these are, I got this from Noble Knight Games. I think Amazon carries them, but they were out of stock. So I went on Noble Knight Games' website. They've been really great. I've ordered several kits and some etceteras from them, and it's prompt, it's efficient, and the pricing is very competitive. All right, so without further ado, let's dive into this kit. As I'm excited, I want to see what this baby looks like. I'm gonna start building this thing tomorrow. All right, maybe even this evening. Gonna grill out some chicken wings tonight. So I don't know. After that, I might not. I might not feel like doing much other than vegging. All right, here we go. You can see how cool it is. He's armored too. Like, how freaking cool is that? So this is like the ancient tank, right? Oh, this looks like a lot of resin. I was wondering how this was going to be like a multi-piece kit that glued together, but no, man. You know, guys, this is going to be amazing. There's your base, right? And I'll use this, and then I have some of this MDF laser cut that I used for my bolt action battle group game, and I really like that technique because these are kind of thin. So that's the technique I'm going for. Hey, thanks, Becky Valdecki. Thank you very much. Very cool. Nice. Oh, okay. Well, this is interesting. I was kind of curious about this. Back in the day, and I've got some old 80s era figs, Crusader figs. I showed in another video probably a few years back. And those little plastic spears always break for like phalanxes and just regular spears. So I always went to the hardware store and got the wire. I don't know what gauge it was, and then you just take your snippers and make your own spears out of metal. Make sure you file off those tips, or they will, you know, they'll stick you. And that's what we got here, guys. Their spears are made out of metal. Oh my gosh, that's super cool. Now I'm going to open this up. It's like it's sealed. I got little. If I can get that on the camera, I got to get it out of the packet here first, guys. This is cool. Let's get out one of those spears. Oh, duh. It opens up. I didn't have to cut it. Here's your long spears, and look at it, guys. They're not just the metal. They've got the little spearheads on them. How sweet is that? Because as you can see on the box here, they've got those long spears They're just like, sha, sha. You come up to try to mess with that elephant, they're gonna get you right there, right, and the blood's gonna gush. That is super cool, man. That is a nice detail to add to this model kit. And the little small one here has that as well. Where did it go? Come on, Al, don't start losing stuff. So there's 2 of those spears. Oh, here's one. Wow. Man, this is going to be nice. Oh my gosh, they're already... Check that out, guys. They're already pre-molded. I don't even have to assemble them. And look how good the detail is. Now, technically, these are SPQR, not Hail Caesar. SPQR, which is Rome. Get that to focus. Let's get the camera to lock in on him. How cool is that detail? Oh my gosh, it's resin. High detail resin. How cool is that going to be to paint, to pick out all that detail? That's going to be fun to paint, guys. That's going to be top friggin' notch. And look at the detail on this elephant head, right? You got all the armor. I'm sorry, guys, but that is badass. I've been super stoked about getting this kit. It finally came. It took a couple weeks. Shipping was backed up. It announced a delivery date a couple times, and that changed. It was probably complete pandemonium. As many of you that own a business know, that it's hard to find anyone to work. I can only imagine. But see, here's one of the little spears, right? With the spearhead on there. Check that shit out. That is freaking amazing. Now I gotta keep them there so I don't lose them. But let's look at some of the other little details here, guys. So I've got one. Looks like we're gonna have, oh my, 4 dudes with spears. The 3 good dudes with spears. This guy's gonna be an archer, right? And elephant rider, or what would you call pilot? The jockey. He's not a camel jockey, he's an elephant jockey, right? So we got 5 dudes, and looks like we got some legs with armor. Oh yeah, this is all resin, guys. And then you got your fancy, like a headdress. And I bet he could go down. If you try to mess with him, that would cut you up. What we got here? Oh, this is the elephant's tail. Right? Got some armor on the back of it, and that's cool. Make sure we're getting everything in shot here. So there's your legs. You got 3 legs. So I guess the 4th leg is on the animal. And find out it does open from behind, guys, like a ledge, a lever, so you don't need to start cutting and tearing like I was starting to do. Oh yeah, that's a nice hunk of resin right there, guys. How nice is that? Make sure I'm back up the shot all the way, which I'm not. But yeah, guys, look at that. That is freaking amazing. That is gonna be fun to paint. I was waiting for this. Looks like we got a little flash to clean off, resin flash, to get the head to mate good. Yeah, so, wow. Very cool, very, very cool. I'm going to start on this, like I said, first thing tomorrow. Upside down now. So it almost has like that fortress like you had in the, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, right there at the very end where they're fighting the elephants. Oh yeah. So I'm going to play this. I'm going to build him. We're going to play him on the 23rd, January 23rd, 10 a.m. here in the gaming hall. We do have openings for players. And the other thing that I started a little bit on today with the research and how I was going to build it out, is a Roman marching fort. Wait for it, guys. It's coming up on the channel here. Probably maybe by the end of this week, I'm going to start putting up sections of the build on how I'm doing it. I'm going to build it out kind of modular so that we can make a half of a fort on the edge of a board, or we could make a full fort. I could also add to the fort in the future to make it larger. So I'm going to make it probably like 4 independent corners that are kind of modular. That's kind of where I'm at now after today's planning session, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to start with, now this was interesting. I ordered my wife a new full-length mirror for the bedroom. And inside the packaging for that, well, this is just a couple of the strips. I broke off a piece, but this is a 1/16 inch, like an MDF. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use this for the sections, the base sections of the fort, and then I'll be doing the ramparts with, and the dirt ramparts with just some pink insulation foam. I've got a foam cutter that I'm going to use, and then I've got my skewers. I've got the bigger skewers that are more to scale for smaller trees that the Romans have cut down to make as the walls. So there you go. Always look through that packaging. I found some foam in there that I can use, and and then besides those strips, there's 2 big sheets that went on either side of the box. I took that all out of there, put them out into my workshop. And the nice thing about this 1/16 material is you can just use a heavy pair of shears to cut it. You do not need to use a saw or a jigsaw or anything. You can literally just cut it. And so one of my concerns with this material is when I use the wood glue on it to glue the components. I'm going to do a test tomorrow. I'm going to put some wood glue on here and a little piece of scrap foam and see if it warps. If it does warp, I've got my basing material, which is 1/8 inch, a lot thicker and a lot sturdier. I'll have to use that and just use a jigsaw to cut out the base of the fort pieces, right? So that's kind of the plan. So giving you something to look forward to on what I end up doing with that. This would be good for a lot of uses, but I don't know if it'll warp or not. We're going to test it. I don't want that happening. I don't want to get into this thing and I look and see that it has taken on that moisture from the glue and started to make it wavy or warped. So that'll be a little test tomorrow. I haven't tested it yet. Thanks for coming to the studio today, guys. Hit like, hit subscribe, and share the videos. Share the videos to your friends and the groups that you're involved in, please. And then get on over to my Facebook group, Alan Smith Hobby and War Games. Let us get to know you. If you're in the immediate area in the state of Ohio and would like to get in on a group game, the plan is we do 1 group game a month, and if there's not enough players, it'll just be myself and 1 player, or I'll just play a game myself and post a video. I am working on doing a Star Wars Legion battle overview. The first cut that I did really didn't work out that well. I'm still toying with doing after action shots, which will do a move, some actions, and then I'll film what happened per player turn. So I'm still working that out. I haven't really cracked that nut completely yet for the skirmish style games. So that's upcoming to the channel. I've almost got that nut cracked. So thanks again, and I'll see you on the next video. Ciao.